Josh Hader came into the game. Bob Melvin put him in a one-run game, and he got the save. Yeah, he was a little wild sometimes. Fastballs up. There was one fastball that was down and away to a lefty. Campy didn't catch it. Went to the backstop. Runner got to second. By the way, the runner that he allowed, that single, was just a little bloop single that Jock Peterson fought off. So this is very encouraging that, one, Bomel's confident enough to put Hader in the game like this after just being trash on Sunday against the Royals in a game they were already losing. And two, if Hader can pitch better, I'm not even saying if he can be Josh Hader, if he can just pitch better and be somewhat of a reliable reliever, that takes some of the pressure off of Nick Martinez. That takes some of the pressure off of Morejon and Suarez and Luis Garcia, because they don't have to probably pitch back-to-back days all the time leading up to the end of the season. I put out a tweet before Hader started that ninth inning, and I said, for some reason, I think Hader's going to get the job done today. And he got it done. I don't really know what that reason was. In my head, I was kind of thinking, I guess my reasoning in my head was, Bomel had, I guess, the balls to put him in. He trusted him. If Bomel is going to trust him after that trash performance on Sunday, he must have found something, right? He knows more than we do. Niebla must have found something with him if they're confident in putting him in, because look at the situation there. Like, if they're confident in putting him in, then I'm going to be confident in Hader today. Morejon, Garcia, both of them had already pitched. And so if I go to the bullpen chart that I put out on Twitter earlier today, so Martinez wasn't going to pitch today. He wasn't an option. Tim Hill, he's not an option as a closer. Chris Matt, he's not really an option as a closer. So what? It was between Steven Wilson, Robert Suarez, and Josh Hader probably. And he went with Hader. And I think, fans seeing, Hader recently, they'd probably be like, no, go to Steven Wilson or go to Robert Suarez. But Robert Suarez did have that shaky outing the other night on, when was that? Monday. I think where he loaded the bases. So maybe it's, for them, it was between Wilson and Hader. And they went with Hader. Huge props to Bob Melvin for being willing to put Josh Hader on the mound. And props to Josh Hader for continuing to grind and continuing to try to find it, right? I'm not trying to say here that Josh Hader, he's back, right? There were some wild pitches. He didn't look dominant, but he looked competent, if that makes sense. So I'm just happy for Josh that he was able to get this save. Hopefully he was able to get some confidence back after today. And I also think it was important that he was able to pitch today and get the save and get confidence going into this Dodgers series, because you're going to have to use him, I would think. 3-game series against the Dodgers. Dodgers do have competitive at-bats. You want to have someone who throws 99 up and in against the Dodgers, I would think, right? So he can get some confidence after this game or from this game and then use him at some point during the Dodgers series. I'm not saying that he's, like I mentioned, I'm not saying he's back. I'm not saying that you have to use him multiple times during the Dodgers series, but I think that they were going to have to use him during the Dodgers series at some point. They're going to. So getting this out of the way, a successful outing out of the way, I think is really good for the team and for Hader's confidence, before going into Dodger Stadium. Like him going out there at Dodger Stadium, which would have been on 4 days rest if he pitches Friday, assuming, let's say he didn't pitch today, and he has to go into Dodger Stadium in a high-leverage situation and pitch 4 days off. You think he has a ton of confidence? I think he's going to have more confidence now that he was able to have success against the Giants today in that ninth inning. And the one hit that he did give up was, again, Jock Peterson. It was fastball up and in. He fought it off. It was a little blooper into center field. I think Grisham was playing deep. So that wasn't even, a meatball or anything like that. And the runner shouldn't have gotten to second because Campy shouldn't have boxed that one. He should have caught that ball that was down and away. So I'm encouraged by what I saw from Josh Hader.